Who is the battle rap GOAT? Who are the men and women GOATs of battle rap? I'm ready to kind of make my official announcement and my official stance on this because I've been unsure for a few years. Last time somebody asked me this, I actually made a graphic and listed the greatest, which means at number one, I had to put somebody number one. Now, keep in mind with context, this was 2017, 2018. So it was based off of recent accomplishments as well as what you've done in the past, as well as being a trendsetter or an innovator or somebody that's impactful. So at that time, 2017, 2018, if you stopped at that year and you asked me who the GOAT was, I would have said Averb. Simply because of this, because remember, he came off the heels of two battles, mega matchups against Murder Mook and Loaded Lux, where at the time in the building and after and even afterwards, many people had him going 2-0 versus Murder Mook and Loaded Lux. 5 or 6 years ago, that was an incredible feat, and I think he battled them both within a span of like 8 months or something. So to go 2-0, not only that, to have fans chanting 3-0 against Lux in the building. And then you got, and then his earlier accolades, the Hitman battle with the one of the moments of battle rap history with Big Gerald and things like that. So at that present time, he was the GOAT to me. And I'm being unbiased. Like, I don't have a favorite battle rapper, as you may well know. All of you know this. I don't have a favorite battle rapper. But obviously, we're in 2024, 2025 now. That's changed. He's no longer in the GOAT conversation. He can arguably be in Mount Rushmore, but he's not the GOAT to me. For the women around that time, I think I was leaning either 40 or Miss Hustle, just due to being active and being consistent. But times have changed with that. So I'm gonna just nip it in the bud with that one. I think we already know who the lady GOAT is, the female GOAT. And I'm ready to put a stamp on this because I don't see this changing anytime soon. Like, the people that can challenge her to be the GOAT one day, they got so much work to do that it'll take maybe another 4 or 5 years before we have to revisit this conversation. So I'm talking about Jazz the Rapper, undisputed GOAT of the women's scene. She's everybody's in game damn near. You see Prestavia talking about battling her. I know a couple of other women who want to battle her at the end of the day. She is the pinnacle. She is flawless. She beats men. She beats elite men. She beats elite women. She's surprisingly adaptable to different like venue sizes and different elements and events and leagues. Like, I thought in my head, I thought she was more of a big stage performer, primarily on URL platform and Queen of the Ring, but she's showed she can rock out in the UK. She could turn it up, on the Riot. She in a small setting, and what I'm saying, volume settings, all of that. So she just showed me so much, and she's so poised. She doesn't get rattled. And it's something about her where, and I get it. I know the knock is she be going against a lot of, like, as far as the guys go, she goes against guys that a lot of people be like, oh, well, they're cool with her, so they're going to go light on her. Let's say that's been her strategy this whole time. Is that a bad strategy? Get cool with you, so when we do battle, you're not going to be in your zone. I'm going to take you out your square, then I'm going to execute you. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's gamesmanship, so I'm rolling with that. Yeah, she's the GOAT, man. She don't miss a beat. Like I said before in the previous, when we was doing the Mount Rushmore for the women, check that video out. I got her on there, obviously, with Miss Hustle, Official, and Ehart. Those are my four. But what separates her from them is her consistency, her resume, and her overall impact. Like, when she pop out, it really, really matters. And that might be due to her not being so available all the time. Now, over the past 2 or 3 years, she's been much more active than she used to be. Like, you used to She was like The Rock at WrestleMania. Like you will only get to see her at a Summer Madness like once every blue moon if you were lucky. Now she's much more active, and it's good to see. And I thought her being inactive a lot was because she probably couldn't, muster up the writing ability to try to do this on a consistent basis. Prove me wrong. Shut me the hell up. Just, no matter how many battles she done had, she's still potent, still getting people up out of here. Whether you a new up and coming cat, whether you a vet, a legend, a woman, whoever. So she's the GOAT for the ladies. Now the men GOAT has been, so the new age guys. A lot of people will say somebody like, if you've been watching battle rap heavily since maybe 2017 on up, a lot of people will probably have like Tay Rock. I've seen the newer cats pick Geechee Gotti. I've seen a lot of people pick like Hollow because he's doing it. He's been doing it for so long on different platforms. A lot of people got him as they go. But man, how can you not give it to Murda Mook, man? He has solidified his place as the GOAT. He has. He's not going to always give you this like blockbuster legendary performance, right? Like the Reed Dollaz battle. Of course, we all remember the Iron Solomon battle. But what he has shown is a bit of accountability and humility. I butchered that word, humility. I think I said it right. But he's shown that because you can tell that he's learned from his prior mistakes. Things that he thought would work didn't work, and you won't see him do it again or try it again in the next battle. Just look at, certain things he tried against Reed. You didn't see him do that against New Jersey Twerk, or, some of the things that didn't work against Iron Solomon. You ain't see him use that against Tay Rock. He's adapted to what the modern day battle rap crowd likes, and I just look at his resume pretty much like since his return. Like, I mean, I got him beating Gotti. I got him beating Rock. He just beat Arsenal really very bad. What I'm gonna do you? What was that? K-Shine who said that? I'm gonna do you very very bad. I'm gonna do you. He did Arsenal very bad. So you're talking about them legends all across the board. From, what I'm saying, Rock, Arsenal, Gotti, got him out of there, man. Got him out of there. I thought, I actually think him and Twerk was a bit debatable, more debatable than people might admit. I do have him losing to Big K and Reed Dollaz in a terrible battle, but I'm not expecting. My expectations is not for you guys to be undefeated. Nobody. If you keep going against the elites, you're not gonna be undefeated. So we got to stop that, right? We got to nip that in the bud. But these bigger matchups, and no disrespect to Big K, but I don't think people look at that as like, yo, this is one of them ones. But when he had to get at Rock, when he had to battle Arsenal main event in Michigan, everybody's watching. He turned it up, man. He had Gotti in New York in his backyard, homecoming. He turned it up. So he's clutch when it matters most. He's one of the more recognizable, if not the most recognizable guy when it comes to battle rap. He's known in different circles. Listen, I'm gonna tell you this. This is why he the GOAT. So when I say, what do you do? When people ask me, what do you do? I'm like, man, I talk about, as a side hustle, podcast talk about battle rap. Battle rap. So when you got to explain it to someone, the first thing I mentioned is 8 Mile as a movie reference. Everybody's done seen 8 Mile. Like, oh, like that. That's battle rap. Yeah. The second one, if you kind of a little bit more of a youthful person, but still not sure what battle rap is, I'll bring up Wild 'N Out. I'm like, it's like Wild 'N Out, but a more professional, gutter version of that. It's a more, you know what I'm saying? But then the third one, I'm like, you ever heard of Murda Mook? And then be like, oh, what he does? That doesn't happen to me on several occasions. Like, oh, you talking about like Murda Mook? Yes, that's battle rap. Like, so you can use him as a reference to bring people in who might kind of know what battle rap is, but don't. And that little thing right there, that bit of a impactful nugget is why, he got to be the GOAT, man. And I will say though, it's a closer debate for him than it is for Jazz. Jazz is out of there. Like, somebody's gonna have to do a lot to catch up with her. Mook, Listen, Lux just had a great performance against Nitty. A lot of people still waiting on him versus Daylight. He not far behind. Um, People are heavily anticipating when Surf comes back, he can make up ground. And then you got some dark horses. You got the dark horses. Who knows the career of what Easy could do? Who knows the career of what New Jersey Twerk can do? You know what I'm saying? Then there's still Rock. You know what I'm saying? Rock might just be the closest to you because Rock is a lot of people's favorite right now. But as far as just the GOAT from outstanding performances, big moments, big time resume, I'm gonna go with Murder Mook. Murder Mook and Jazz the Rapper are your GOATs from now till however long it's gonna take for y'all other MCs to get it together. And what's crazy is they're eerily similar in how they battle. Their approaches, their angles, their angle punching, their wittiness and charisma. It's weird that they're similar like that. I know I heard somebody call Jazz the female Mook, but not when you really watch, you see it. So those are my GOATs. Y'all let me know, am I tripping? Who's y'all GOAT? And that's it, man. Keep it battle rap. Peace and love. I'm out.